Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for December 11th. Man, the markets have just really taken off today, some to the upside, some to the downside, but it's been an exciting day. Now let's take a look first at the US-Japanese yen pair. This particular pair I'm expecting to move as high as 93.65 and as low as 90.13. We are expecting to see some resistance come into this market around 92.10 and support around 9100. Now, if you recall from yesterday, we had an inside bar trade that we had put on for this particular trade. We went ahead and sold at 91.90, looking to exit at 91.60. Unfortunately, we were stopped out of that trade. We were using a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio on that trade, and we were stopped out for 30 pips. Now let's switch over to the Euro USD. There we go, cleaned up the chart a little bit. And this particular pair, of course, took off. Yesterday we looked at would it swing back down, which I thought it would do. That indeed did not happen, and went ahead and broke this previous resistance and just continued higher. The yen or the Euro USD out of all the pairs seems to have the most momentum when breaking previous support and resistance, at least from the testing and trading that I've done. But looking at this pair, I'm expecting this pair to move as high as 135.10 and as low as 128.68. Now look for some resistance to come in around 134.00 and support to come in around 132.53 on this particular pair. We also have, though, we have an overextended trade that we're looking for in this particular pair. If you notice this blue dot. So what we're looking to do, and the market has pulled back and is pushing higher, but we're looking at this particular trade to buy at 133.60 and look to exit at 134.05, which is a pip below our high. This would give us a profit of 45 pips. We're going to use a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio for this particular trade. If you don't want to use a 1-to-1, look at where this low is and put a stop right below that. I'm not sure. I haven't run the numbers to see if that's above 45 or below 45. Hopefully it would be less than 45 pips so that your reward to risk ratio would be higher than 1-to-1. Now let's switch over to the pound US dollar pair. This particular pair did surge higher. It actually had an inside bar trade that we put on yesterday as well. It broke to the upside. That particular trade we entered at 149.16 and we took an exit at 149.81. That's a profit of 65 pips. We were not stopped out of this trade, so overall out of our two inside bar trades we made a gross profit of 35 pips. So not a whole lot, but not too bad for the inside bars. Now switching to what we're expecting on this pair, we're expecting this pair to move as high as 1.5205 on the high side. On the lower side, around 145.84. Look for some resistance to come into this market around 150.100 and look for some support around 149.15 for this particular pair. This pair did surge higher, but as you can tell, it's definitely within the range that we've been seeing. Nothing special about this move in the pound US dollar today. I'd really have to see something above this high or a break below this low, a close below those two to really define an overall movement. We're pretty much just moving sideways right now. Now the US Swiss, the same thing with this particular pair. We're just moving sideways. We came down and kind of bounced off of, tested this low, bounced, moved lower. We did close below it, but I'm not convinced that we're going to start moving lower just yet. Another session, another close below this support, and then I might be a believer, but we'll just have to wait and see for this particular pair. Now we are expecting this pair to move as high as 120.91 and as low as 117.12. Now we're looking for some resistance to come in around 119.23, and we're also looking for support to kick in around 117.90 for this particular pair. Well, that about does it for the charts today. We had the Swiss release their rate cut today, and it was as expected. They cut rates from 1% down to 0.5 or 50 basis points, and that was as expected. Really didn't influence the Swiss all that much today. Now we do have the U.S. releasing their advanced retail sales for November tomorrow. That's going to be released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus is that the retail sales have gone up from last month from negative 2.8% to negative 1.8%, which is better than last month, probably due to the holiday season and the spending that's going on there. Still in the negatives though, so if this comes out worse than expected, which I would kind of anticipate, we could see further deterioration of the dollar against the major currencies. Well, that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.